the question of whether crypto truly is risky within the traditional banking system and the connectivity, because there was a major announcement this morning, which is that Bank of New York Mellon, which is, I believe, the largest bank in the United States by assets, has officially now entered Bitcoin custody. And the interesting question that is raised by that is that they are a bank holding company that is regulated by supervised by the Federal Reserve. My company, as you know, has a lawsuit against the Federal Reserve, and I am about to make some news. You will see a filing from my company in that lawsuit pertaining to the announcement this morning, because the Federal Reserve filed filings last week talking about the risk to the financial system from crypto, and then today, a Federal Reserve supervised bank holding company enters crypto. We've been waiting for 2.5 years to do that. And look what the Fed actually said last week versus what it did today.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Cryptoteacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the new Road Order book. The new Road Order book is going to show you how the world works. It is definitely time to wake up out of your sleep in the times that we're in right now. Plus, guys, we know we're waiting on that next main event towards the end of the year. Like I told you, that would happen. Don't forget this is Shemitah year. And then also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's definitely time to re-educate. And also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. Do not forget I have the New World Order cryptos in my Patreon. Do your own research, but going inside of a bear market, you definitely want the cryptos that have real use cases. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores, keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And overall, guys, we have Bitcoin and crypto overall flat. Don't forget CME opens tonight. We'll make a move. And then once the stock market opens up, it will make a move. Now, guys, you just heard from Caitlin Long from Custodia Bank. And guys, don't forget she worked for Morgan Stanley. Also, she had money in Mt. Gox. So she's definitely been around over 20 years on Wall Street. But guys, we know the big banks and big corporations are going to lead the way, and she knows that. You're talking about a whole new financial system. That's what's taking so long for them to bring it to the people, because they want to close any loophole and make sure they keep the outsiders on the outside. And guys, we know we're about 1 year to 2 years from them flipping that switch. We're definitely going to be moving over to this digital economy. We are very, very close. In 2023 and 2024, we're going to see majority of these projects go to zero. Remember, guys, we have over 21,000 cryptos, and we have the central bank shrinking liquidity across the globe where these projects will not get funded. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We had yield rates which rose over that 4%, and we know what that's going to do to stocks and cryptos. Plus, we have the strong dollar, so we know that's going to push cryptos and stocks down. That's the reason why it's so important when the Fed manipulates the yields, we get a move up. And then, of course, guys, we have volume, we have Tether, we have USDC, and then, of course, guys, we have the Fed repo still over $2 trillion. And make sure you're watching the manipulation of the yields. This is so important, especially if you are a trader. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. And then, of course, guys, make sure you're watching the dollar. Now, this week, as long as the Fed manipulates yields, the market should be fine. Now, the stock market, of course, is going to have earnings for the next few weeks. Now, we know on November 2nd, the Fed is going to be raising rates again, and we know the Fed wants to price that in. So we know going towards the end of October, we're going to have that pullback. And I see November getting a lot of pumps and dumps, guys. We know it's the holidays. We don't get another rate hike until December 14th, but we know midterms is also in November. So they're going to be stepping up the Hegelian dialectic. We see the geopolitical events are starting to heat up. Remember, over these next 5 years, guys, it's all about building. 23 and 24 is going to be some of the worst times in American history. We're going to see mass layoffs, but we're also going to start seeing the robots, algorithms, and drones come in to replace the masses, and the sheep are going inside the metaverse. And I'm going to be doing short videos showing how automation is going to be working through the economy. And we know the NWO has been working on these robots, algorithms, and drones since the 80s. But in the last 15 years, we know the technology has definitely improved. And when you add cryptocurrency, when you add internet money to the equation, you no longer need humanity in the workforce. Remember, blockchain gives the NWO the all-seeing eye. Now, we have Grayscale that moved down slightly on Friday. Make sure you're paying attention to the allocations. And we know the Grayscale movie is about to start. We have the lawsuit going on. Not going to be as interesting as the XRP community because we know they hype it up. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have France approves its third largest bank to operate digital asset services. And guys, we know it doesn't matter what country you go to, they have a digital transformation plan. And then lastly, we have Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong plans to sell 2% of his stake in Coinbase to fund science and technology research. And we know the NWO players are famous for this. Because where did this money end up going? To all the big schools that the NWO owns. This is how they keep the best technology. This is how they keep the best minds. And you can go to any of the major cryptocurrency projects and you'll see the big banks and big corporations were funding it from the beginning. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, and not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The new stock channel, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, spread it everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming, where everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks to see where the biotech stocks, and while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day.
This is in the middle of a transformation. ISO 20022 is top of mind. They have to have that in. Payments are changing, assets are changing to digital assets. And the second thing that's front of mind is blockchain. And we keep hearing it over and over again from vendors, from the banks itself, from central banks saying we want blockchain, we need digital assets, we need CBDCs, and we can help. And I think what we've kept hearing is The biggest challenge is interoperability, and they've said it time and time again. We want to implement it, but we need it to be interoperable. We don't know how to do it. We need the industry to solve it, and that's where we've come in. I mean, we've solved that problem since 2018.
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.